Are you proud to be British? Are you proud of your country? Are you proud of the Conservatives? Are you proud of Tories? Are you proud that your Prime Minister, the Prime Minister, the number one, the man who speaks about family values, the man who speaks about dignity, he took down his trousers and put his tallywhacker inside a dead pig's mouth. Are you, and in The Spectator, they said, is that the best that this, is that the best this book's got? Is that, Toby, what's his name, was on the BBC News saying, I don't think it reflects that badly. It's like, what? This is, how is he in, the Tories are finished, the Conservatives are finished, David Cameron is finished. They're a laughingstock, they're a joke, they're monsters, they're rituals and their disgusting, despicable mental mentality. I just heard about the Adam Brooks Hospital, and then Roy Lilly's just on. He's saying, how can they put a hospital into special measures when it's the same as every single other hospital across the country? It's been a controlled demolition. It's purposeful. The head of the hospital left last week. He said, go on and you do it. You do it. They've cut our nurses. They've cut our funding. 27% of social care has been cut. Because this government, who the leader puts his thing inside a pig's head, dead pig's mouth, the poor pig. They won't even give the nurses a pay rise. They've dismantled our public services. They've moved public into private. They're under the cloak of austerity, and austerity that George Osborne, the architect of austerity, and Michael O'Sullivan, he 60 years old. The coroner's just said he committed suicide because he was found fit to work. No more can they stand at the dispatch box. No more can they stand up in Parliament and say that the despicable, heinous Atos and Maximus and this government that forces people into the work capability that finds them fit to work when their doctors are pleading, begging. They can't do it, and they can't say any. They drove that man to his death. They drove that man to his death. This is a government that signs Swiss bank tax evasion deals. This is the government that looks after hedge funders. This is a government that looks after bankers. Lord Ashcroft, £8 million he gave the Tories. And they shut the door on him. He's a tax evading. David Cameron even lied about that. He even lied to Parliament. He lied in the media. He lied in Parliament about what he knew about Lord Ashcroft's non-dom status. But it seems that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that they're into fracking and they've stopped green energy. It doesn't matter that they're into TTIP. It doesn't matter that our children are going to be paying £50,000 for an education. It doesn't matter that the pointless wars, the bombing of Libya, the still bombing of Iraq and wanting to bomb Syria. It doesn't matter that there's millions and millions of refugees fleeing the war machine, fleeing the city of London. That's it, isn't it? Because they're saying it's going to blow over. That he put his thing. See, why would you want to know that? It's just a prank. It's just a university thing. There's a man who's put his hand up, who stands up for peace, who wants to have a free education, who is anti-austerity. John McDonnell said the other night on Question Time, we just want the rich to pay their tax. Amazon is not paid 1 pence of tax. The largest company in the country. How can that happen in a society where we have austerity? How can the rich's wealth doubled when the leader of it is the Queen proud? Is the Queen proud that her Prime Minister put his thing inside a dead pig's mouth? You know, Jeremy Corbyn, the rise of people, the rise of people that want a fairer, more equal society, you know, has been put down. Oh, these monsters, these absolute monsters. Bombing countries, warring, like austerity, shutting down hospitals. You know, forcing our children into debt through education. Forcing people to commit suicide. What more can they do? What more can they do until someone says, that's enough, you're finished. You're finished.